Guys, this week, Fortnite is going to be bringing out an emote which is based on my choreography, my movements with a rope. They contacted me in April and sent a link to one of my YouTube shorts, and they were like, can we discuss usage of this choreography in our game? And I was like, oh my god, yes. So obviously there's been discussions, we came to an arrangement and things like that, and then obviously it was like, just wait until it goes live in the game and I can actually talk about it, and that is happening this week, so I can finally talk about it. Super cool. For those of you that don't know what an emote is on Fortnite, basically you create your own characters in the game, and then they also have emotes which are like different moves and things that your character can then do. So then people in the game can purchase the emotes of my moves. It means that their character can then do like cool things with a jump rope. So it's pretty cool. I'm anticipating that they're going to share this on their socials in the next couple of days. So when they do, I'm going to create some content around it. So that will be in this vlog a bit later on. Whilst I'm vlogging though, I also wanted to get you guys up to date with all of the updates that I'm adding to Fancy Feats. If you don't know, Fancy Feats is my app. It's a jump rope app. I launched it in February this year and so many of you guys have been loving it. So on there I teach loads of the skills that you see in my videos, so all the fancy arm tricks and all the fancy footwork. There are loads of platforms where you can just upload your content and job done. For me, that just wasn't enough. It was so important to me that there was a platform made bespoke for jump rope, and I really wanted the ability to build this skill map. It shows you which skills lead into each other and which skills are connected, because that's quite a common thing in jump rope, and it's very important that you learn fundamentals before moving on to certain more complex skills. And also it helps you to understand, if you've just completed a particular skill, you can see what's now available for you to learn next. And there's often not just one skill, there's lots of different skills you can move on to, and people will take different journeys because what skills you want to learn might be different from what skills someone else wants to learn. I built Fancy Feats in this way because if you're just a CrossFitter who wants to learn double unders and that's it, you should just do what it takes to learn double unders. You don't technically need to learn a side swing. Oh, delivery. Got my Joe and the Juice delivery. If you've never tried a tuna cardo sandwich, then you're missing out. I highly recommend. Basically, everyone's jump rope journey will look different. You might be a boxer who just wants to learn boxer style skills. You might be a CrossFitter who just wants to learn double unders. You might be really into the footwork I do and want to focus mostly on just footwork. You should be able to open an app and work your way through the skills that you want to work on. Whereas what I've noticed about jump rope programs that exist is this one size fits all approach, regardless of what your goals are. Yeah, I just want to quickly explain to you the updates in the app. So, number one update is I have added loads of workouts. So the app was launched with one program, which was a 6-week course, and I always planned to add to this, which I now have done. I've actually added 4 extra programs to focus more closely on certain different skills. The 6-week beginner course is also still there. I've also added, as I was saying, I think 28 workouts. They're all gonna get your heart rate up and get you moving, don't you worry. But some of them are actually more focused on learning the skills whilst you're at it. So it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And it's actually having a good time, because I'm someone who personally I don't see jump rope as a workout, and I don't think it should be, because it should be fun. It's such an enjoyable thing to do. The point of a lot of those workouts is that it's like, okay, there's a 10-minute session for mastering my swings. You do that session in 10 minutes, you get your heart rate up, have a good workout, but you're also working on your swings, and whether that's improving them or learning them from scratch, all the drills are in that workout to help you. Because I've added these, and I've also added some warm-ups and cool-down sessions, I have changed the program section to training. So it used to be called the program section because it just had a program in it, but now it's called a training section, and it has all those things: warm-up and cool downs, workouts and programs. Then a tiny update, I've changed the name of the timer section to track because I don't think people realise that you can actually log sessions there. If you haven't been using it for that, make sure you check it out and have a play with it. You can start the timer and it will time your session for you, and then you can add it at the end, or you can actually manually input how long your session has been and then add the notes from there. On top of this, you'll also notice that anything in the app that is new will have a new tag attached to it. Look out for that. So whenever I add new skills, new combos for you to learn, they will have a new tab. The next update is slightly less feature focused and more about subscriptions and access. Now you have 2 subscription options. You have full access, which has always existed, so nothing has changed with that. You will get access to the whole app, including the training section and the skill map. I'd say the full access is for someone who is really getting into jump rope and really wants to learn all the skills that they see in my videos and is taking it a bit more seriously. What I have introduced is Fancy Feats Lite, which gives you access to the whole training section I've just talked about, and then also 4 skills from the skill map to get you started, like 4 typical beginner skills that I would recommend getting started with. And you also still have access to the track section. What you don't have access to is the rest of the skill map, so there's over 40 skills on there that you wouldn't have access to, and the combo section. So I also have tutorials for over 40 combos on the app. It will give you access to all of the workouts, all of the programs, and all of the warm-up and cool downs, and as I said, those tutorials to get you started. So I'd say the light option is for 2 types of people. You're either totally brand new to jump rope and you're not really ready to invest in full access yet. You're not sure if you're gonna keep this hobby up, but you do want to learn a few skills and you want to remain consistent by following workouts and programs which can be found in the training section. What you'll find is that if you do get to a point where you're ready to learn more, you can upgrade to full access at that stage and have access to the rest of the app. Lite is also suitable for people who have learned everything they want to learn. So maybe you've even been a Fancy Feats member for 6 months and you've kind of learned everything you want to learn from the skill map and from the combo section, but you just want to keep consistent and keep having something to follow. You can downgrade your membership from full access and you've still got access to the training section where you can follow those workouts that are ready made for you. Then if at any time I introduce some tutorials or combo tutorials that are new, you can always upgrade your subscription again to full access, so you can get hold of those as well. Sorry, my battery just died and I was like, I'm just gonna eat my lunch because I was starving. So back to it. Honestly, I do really feel like now I have a very wide offering to suit lots of different people with different levels of interest in jump rope and people at different stages in their journey. You know, I've got my free content here on my channel. This is never going to go anywhere, and I will continue to occasionally share tips, and obviously you can take inspiration from all of my videos. I then have my free quick start guide, which basically gives you all the information you need at the start of your journey. And then I have Fancy Feats Lite for £9.99 a month. And then you've got full access to Fancy Feats at £23.99 a month. Also on Fancy Feats, there is a 7-day free trial, so you can check it out and see if it's right for you. Between you and me, you can actually learn quite a lot in that 7 days. So even if you just try it and cancel, I'm sure you'll learn plenty from it. I've got some work bits to do. I'm gonna jump a bit later on today. I'll pick this vlog back up when I'm about to do my post for Fortnite. So, because Fortnite have shared the emote on their socials, I'm going to duet it. I'm going to redo the choreo now. I'm going to redo the routine and film it. And I'm going to try and match their angles as well so that I can put them side by side for a post. They changed the ending slightly, only very slightly. So it means I've got to do like an X motion movement whilst I'm doing release, which I have done before. I think they've got the idea from another one of my videos, but it's very similar choreo. So So I need to figure this out. So let's see how I do. Hopefully it just comes to me. I actually only redid this choreo recently in the rain. I don't know if you remember. Obviously we've been having these conversations for ages, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna redo that choreo because it's a good one. And I also redid it with Claire at the jump rope meetup recently. So it is fresh in my mind, but that ending might get me.
Struggling.
That bit at the end is getting me.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I think I've got it. I'm gonna leave everything set up. I'm just gonna go and edit it and see if it looks alright. Hello, my little baby girl. Can I say hello? You gonna say hello? Oh, I love you so much. Squeeze, squeeze. Got it down, it's looking good. Okay, so that is done. I'm gonna edit it together now with the angles and see if that looks good. And then I'll get it posted and I'll show you the finished product. What an honour to be a Fortnite emote. 4 years ago, I didn't jump rope. It wasn't a thing. It wasn't even on my radar. So if you told me 4 years ago, Lauren, in 4 years' time, Fortnite are going to be using you as some sort of jump rope emote, I'd be like, what? So yeah, that's mad. Let me know if you buy it and use it in the game. I want to hear about it. Thanks as ever for the support. Opportunities like this wouldn't happen if it wasn't for you guys. I'm really grateful. So yeah, if you're inspired by my little jump roping emote and want to pick up a rope for yourself, I'll pop a link in the description to all of my ropes with a discount code, and you can also download my free quick start guide, which will give you everything you need to get started with a rope. And I will see you in my next video. That's a wrap, innit?